How many times has it been in the past that you kept talking and kept talking or explaining yourself in a certain situation and the other person just lost respect for you? Because why? A lot of the times we do this thing that we just try to keep talking, and every time you talk a lot and a lot and a lot, the value of the things that you say goes down, because either people hear it a lot or they just feel like because they hear you all the time, they don't value you. Imagine there is like a group of 5 friends, right? There's this 4 friends that always talk, and there's this one guy that whenever he speaks, he says something impactful, something meaningful, something interesting, right? And the things that he says is considered way more valuable than the other people, right? Now, I'm not saying be like just Sigma male, just sitting in a corner of your room and just like, do like mewing faces or whatever, look cool or whatever. But I'm saying like, sometimes instead of just trying to like talk and be part of like a social group, I'm not saying be like an outsider or something, but I'm saying like just be like kind of like listening more, right? So there's always like, it's important to listen more than talk, right? Because you've heard it in the past that they say like you need to listen more, double the times you speak, probably even more, right? Because there is always things to talk about, right? There's always distractions to share your opinions, and a lot of the times a lot of key information goes outside, or a lot of things that shouldn't be public goes public because of certain people just don't stop talking. They just talk and talk and talk. They share everything inside their private life, the most craziest details, and it comes back to bite them, because there are people outside that they have like bad intentions for you. They have negative intentions, and not everybody wants the best for you. So at some point, if somebody like is truly dark, because listen, bro, there's some messed up people out there, right? If they want it, they can, damage your life. They can hurt you. So you have to be careful with what you say. So why not put yourself in an advantageous position by just, talking less, talking more impactful, being more analytical with what you say, right? I'm not saying just don't be in the present moment, don't have fun or whatever, but I'm saying like you need to be aware, like conscious of what you say. And honestly, meditation like helps a lot like with this stuff, because I notice whenever I meditate on a daily basis, I'm more aware of what's going on like in my mind and my emotions, and like I'm able to control my thoughts, right? Like I'm able to actually think through stuff and actually give like a good answer depending on the situation, rather than just waffling and just saying some random stuff or like over talking, just to make my presence known to other people. But a lot of times these things just brings your value even lower, right? Imagine the class clown that always says jokes and stuff, right? But no one really respects him because he always talks and makes funny, stupid jokes, and no one really cares about him, right? Or there's always that badass guy that like every guy is like, wow, this guy like plays basketball. That's just like a random example in my mind, right? Like there's this guy who plays basketball. He's like the best basketball player in his school, and he always like thinks through stuff. He says like good, impactful stuff, and everyone's like, wow, this guy knows his thing, right? And a lot of the times you can't even get that same impact by just talking less, by just thinking stuff, right? So if you're like a person of substance, a lot of the times these guys just don't talk that much, right? They just listen, and then boom, they say something effective, like quick sentence, quick line, and they get their meaning across. They're very concise, right? So it's always important to talk less than like necessary. Like don't reveal everything, don't reveal too much, because there's like this one law in 48 Laws of Power. It says, always talk less than necessary, and also conceal your intentions, right? So I think whenever you talk less, you naturally conceal your intentions, right? So it's important to know that, because a lot of people just talk a lot and they don't stop. Like they're not even conscious of how much they talk. But even I've been in those situations that I'm like, bro, wow, I talked a lot, and I just like, it's kind of even selfish at times to talk a lot, because you're ignoring the other person. You're just like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, whatever you want to say. I don't care. It's all about me. Let me just talk. You listen. Or I'm going to give you like this information. You listen. I don't care about what you say. It's very selfish, honestly. That's another thing that I'm going to say. Like partly is talking is super selfish. If you constantly talk like in a social circle and ignore what other people say and like don't let them talk, that's very selfish. You're disrespecting their presence, and you don't want to be that. Imagine you wanted to say something, but some guy wouldn't shut up. How would you feel? You would feel like disrespected. You're like, what's going on with this guy, man? He doesn't let anybody talk. So my suggestion is just to talk less, like, talk less and, conceal your intentions. That's my message, okay? And by the way, if you resonate with my message, because I, create content all the time on my channel, my message is to become abundant through excellence, right? So achieving abundance through excellence is a mission that we're on. And if you're, if you want to be on this wavelength, feel free to drop a like, drop a sub, join our Discord community, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.